Okay, I should be live. About to try this again because I don't even know, y'all. I don't even know. Alright. This is crazy. I told y'all me and technology don't get along. Me and technology don't get along. This stuff don't like me, cuz. Let me see where I got your names at. Oh, shoot. I done lost the page of the names. Alright. I got you. Oh, shoot. I forgot to y'all know I'm not good at the, what? Okay, let's do this. Coco, let's do Desiree. Tara Jones. Vanna. Too blessed. Nay. And Nisha. Okay, I tried to tag everybody that was already in here. Hopefully I did this right. Hopefully I did this right because I don't know how to do that. So yeah. We're on Coco. If Coco doesn't have a question, I've got Coco's cards. Everybody got all this royalty coming out. Let me plug my phone back up. That would help me not have another technical difficulty. Okay. Anyway, Coco, if you don't have a question, I've got your cards already out, so I will read for the energy that you're in. Sorry, my hand was just all up in the camera. Y'all know I struggle. Anyway, here we go. Coco, your overall energy is given Lord Byron. It says, be mad, bad, and dangerous to know. And it says, love will find a way through paths where wolves fear to prey. Friendship is love without wings. He says you're showing up as Lord Byron. There's a man showing up for you, Coco, saying you're showing up as Lord Byron in the reverse. Be mad, bad, and dangerous to know you're not. You feel so weak right now. Love will always find a way through paths where wolves fear to prey. You won't let nothing in. Friendship is love without his wings. I don't get what you just. I don't know. Somebody keeps saying you won't even let me in. I don't know what you want from me. You got Mata Hari. It says your true friends see through your disguise. Coco. You got Henry the Eighth. Henry the Eighth, I am. Sorry. Loving a great deal means sacrificing. A great number. And it says a rose has thorns. Cultivate kinder flowers. Just because you're growing something new doesn't have to be as vicious, or you know what I mean, as a roses. I know a lot of people like to think that they're the most gorgeous, but they have thorns on them, and as gorgeous as they are, they hurt you when you touch them. So cultivate other flowers, better flowers, ones that people actually can walk up and grab hold of. Repot, replant to show something new, grow something more. You got Jane Austen. says, none of us want to be in calm waters all of our lives. It's a truth. Blah, blah, blah. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in a possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. There are as many forms of love as there are moments in time. Love is the friendship without the wings, meaning like, there's no sexual romantic parts in it, yet you still have that, that feeling, that connection, and no parts of you is letting anybody in. Not the real friends, not the fake friends, not the good family, not the shady family, not nobody. How are you expecting to find anything new? The guy keeps saying, how am I supposed to resurface myself if you won't let nobody in? It's like you get the same person back in a different face, in a different form. And if that's what you truly believe about me, you ain't letting nobody in for anybody to do that. So that makes it rough. I want to think about that. We got Desiree. All these people have been tagged. Hopefully you all come back. If not, I'm just literally pulling cards. I don't think that a lot of y'all end up having questions anyway. And then the questions that you all do have are questions that I do not answer. Another disclaimer, and this is not just for the person who just wrote in my inbox, so I hope you don't feel like I'm calling you out because my inbox looks like that a lot. I do not, and I put this on my wall or whatever you all call it. I posted this on the thing about a day or so ago. I don't tell you whether to keep babies, stay in marriages, get out of marriages. This thing don't want to be my friend. Yep, I don't know. It's doing it all over again, you all. It's being funny. That's what that is, though. Desiree, you got... Oh, sorry. Joan of Arc is your... I'm sorry, they're cutting your deck. They're cutting it again? Why? Oh, it's the two of these people. That's weird. You got you got two overall energies like Shell did. You've got Joan of Arc and Josephine Baker. That's a hell of a pair. They say they're showing up for you in the reverse, so it's... I always tell people when they see cards and they be like, oh my god, this card is in the reverse. You know me, and I don't give nasty negative messages, so I'm never gonna be like, girl, you need to get out of the... I'm not that type of reader, so that's better. In my opinion, it's better to be standing in this energy and figuring out how to turn it around than searching for it all together. I know I keep bumping the table, you all. I'm sorry. That's what people need to be in the mindset of. It's better to be standing in this energy and trying to figure out how to turn it around, because ability to make motherfuckers, to command motherfuckers to watch me, to listen to me, to follow me even. Because that's what niggas was doing with Joan of Arc. They was following that girl. They was following that girl. She was a leader. Josephine Baker, people can take their eyes off of her. She knew how to put on a motherfucking show. You got Joan of Arc. It says, love and faith will defeat violence. Be not afraid of fire and arrows or anything that may come. People gonna say what the fuck they want to say, bruh. You're just gonna have to let that shit ride. You're not acting like anybody else. You're not pretending to be anybody else. You're just figuring out what it feels like to be you. And motherfuckers is gonna have to roll along to get along with that shit. Otherwise, you need to roll the fuck off. You got Josephine Baker. It says, you only need a bunch of bananas to make an impression, and you're not trying to impress anybody. You're just trying to be yourself. It's not about beauty. It's about luck and who loves you. Dance your way into immortal love. So it's having that tango with folks, getting folks to be able to follow you around, listen to you, trust you even, because that's what they did.
Look different. I wonder why.
The first card you got out is Miss Billie Holiday. It says, a kiss never tasted like fine wine tasted, and you'll never know when to stop until you've had too much. You can find friends in the darkest places. Some of y'all be afraid to attract like energy, but it's different when you're attracting like energy that wants the same things that you want. So yes, you can find a friend in the darkest places. You may have found these people when you were like at your lowest, but everybody was looking for a way up. So it made it easier to build with people who were looking for a way up. So that way you were complimenting their strengths and they were complimenting yours. So it's like turning a mirror in each other's faces. That's something gorgeous. It's okay when people are like, didn't you find out when you, I mean, like, I thought that was the girl that they said, you know, she did, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck what kind of friend she was to them. Desiree, this is free. I don't give a fuck what kind of friend she was to them, bro. She ain't never treated me like that. So you know what? I don't treat her like that. She's always had my back. I have her back. She want to show me something, I show her something. We not out here trying to impress each other. Somebody got you questioning whether somebody is your real friend or not, and I don't like that. Because just because that particular person had to be a different person to them don't mean that they ever showed you that. So don't let that shit sway you, man. You got Sigmund and Freud. It says the behavior of a human in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his life. Pure masculinity or femininity is not to be found. Because it balances depending on the type of people that you're around. The type of work environment that you create, the type of romantic relationships that you create, that's what it balances off of. So it's not pure, it's just yours. Yours balances out somebody else's. You've seen relationships where the woman is more masculine and dominant in certain areas, where the man just kind of, I wouldn't even say falls back, he's just more nurturing. Like you see the kids gravitate to, you've seen a lady married and the marriage seems to absolutely work and these two are in absolute bliss. They're balanced. Well, it's like, man, she's always telling him what to do. That's what he likes. Maybe he's been a person that was making decisions and always telling somebody else what to do and always having to think for 1,000 people, and he finally found somebody that he feels like he trusts enough to make those decisions, and he's actually the one that's just going with the flow, learning new things, trying something new, learning trust. That's what it's called. You got Zelda Fitzgerald. It says you'll always be bothered if you're boring. Life always needs a little drama and lots of dancing. That's like the second or third time you've heard dancing. Think of only today while worry about tomorrow. That while worry about tomorrow, that means so much. Standing in your right now moment. Like most of y'all, it's 3:10 where I'm at. I don't know what time where it is where the rest of you are. But if it's 3:10 where you're at, then right. Most of y'all are thinking about 7 o'clock. Whether your show come on at 7, you got to pick somebody up, you got to clock into work, you got to whatever, but you're not at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock right now, your mind could be resting, your body could be resting, you could be learning something new, you could be trying something new, you could be inventing something, creating something, anything, but you're focused on 7 o'clock getting here. Then you wonder why 7 o'clock rolled around so fast. You manifested it. You kept checking the clock to see if it was 7. Now it is. It's like, how many looks will it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? How many looks at the clock will it take to get to 7 o'clock? You got Melania Trump. It says you never know when you might wake up next to a president. Don't betray yourself in favor of your, I'm sorry, not that one. It says keep your friends close and your family closer. Again, all of y'all keep forgetting how to let people in because you got people making you question the people that you've been calling family. Friends, they consider to be family too. Once they've made it to a status where you would call them over calling someone else, that's family too. Somebody that you trust with your whole self, with all your tears, all your laughable moments, your angry moments. They give you a safe space to say exactly how you feel, and they can say, bitch, you was wrong. Hey, bro, you was wrong about that. She said, what? Nah, she was right. Let me tell you how, no, let me tell you what I heard. It's like giving that.
Mom, would you keep cheating at basketball?
Michaela's cheating in basketball.
She just cheated.
It's because she's weak. Weak people cheat.
That way she sucks.
Yeah, she sucks.
Yeah, I don't want her to make the buckets. I cannot play.
Yeah, you can. Stop getting frustrated with the fact that she's making them and then worry about your own buckets and you'll make them. Yeah, you will.
I won't.
You will. I've seen you make a plenty of buckets.
You don't need, I need me.
I've seen you make a bunch of buckets before. So go do that. Okay. The last card that you got is Marlene Dietrich.
No, I'm going to play basketball. One more time. And you.
Zaire,
Yeah?
shut the door, baby.
I'm going to play basketball.
Go out and shut the door though.
I don't play basketball again.
Go play.
No. Get out.
You got Marlene Dietrich. It says, dress for yourself, not for a lover or an occasion. And it also says, once you have forgiven your lover, get them to reheat the sin. The last part says, it's the friends you call after hours that matters. That's all I was trying to tell you. Somebody got you trying to question somebody's friendship or loyalty. Don't let them do that shit to you. Because like I said, just because they had to be a different person to them don't mean that they've ever been that person to you. Tia is next.
Yeah.
Man, my elbow is hurting. No, Tyra. You've got Lee and then you. I'm on Tia right now. I've done Coco and Desiree. Tia, you've got 2 overall energies clashing. 2 is what it looks like. You've got George Clooney and Gala Dolly. It says, everything in love is an invention, so create, soar over the ordinary. It is by being in the shadow that one emits the most light. Be immortal rather than available. You also got, somebody wants me to explain this really quick. I think,
Okay.
Tia, I think you fall back into me talking about having to be desirable to your own self. Stop doing what you feel like, well, if I don't do these things, then people won't like me. I can't keep people around. Folks won't this and that. It's those things. It's seeing yourself different. Because if you notice, she's sitting at this big ass table with a lot of shit to eat. But she's got the head of the dude right there. And nobody else is sitting at the table but her. It's like I couldn't even invite anybody because when I looked around, everybody was fake. It's kind of recognizing where you're standing with folks. You got George Clooney, but they're giving him to you in the reverse. It says, if you commit to the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. So it's like, if you don't want anybody to talk about what you, I don't know, it's like you, I don't know, what I keep hearing is you do shit for people and then you brag about it. That's not cute. It doesn't make people feel good. Intelligence is the sexiest attribute. Once you share your personal life, it is no longer personal. So you're saying, it's like you do something for somebody who's like, yeah, I had to let so-and-so borrow whatever money because her lights got cut off. She probably didn't want everybody to know that shit. Because once you tell it, it's no longer just her business. It makes it everybody's business. So everybody's saying, well, her lights, that's none of everybody's business. Somebody is saying, watch your mouth. Your mouth and your words, they run too loosely, too openly, too free. This is you. You only need a bunch of bananas to make an impression. It's not about that. You're not trying to make an impression on these people. You shouldn't be trying to. And the thing of it is that you telling somebody else's business is making sure that nobody is focused on your insecurities, and that's not fair. You got Serge Gainsborough. It says, when I leave, you shall have no kisses left. And it says, to love, you might ignore the difference between pleasure and pain. That's why you have that's why you struggle hard in relationships, because you don't know when and what not to say. And to who. You got Giacomo Casanova. It says, be the flame, not the moth. Always, it's not destiny, it's opportunity. It's you. You take the opportunity to share things that have no business coming out of your face or anything of the such. Somebody is saying you really need to watch your words on other people, because usually the people that you're talking about are the type of people, is the type of person that you are. You just ain't seen yourself yet. Lee, you got Melania Trump and Marlene Dietrich. Tyra, you're next. After Tyra is Vanna. After Vanna is Too Blessed, and then Nay, and then Niche. Two more. Okay. Oh, thank you. You got, everybody's clashing with these two. Your overall energy for Lee is Albert Einstein and Marcus de Sade. Or de Sade. Marquise de Sade. What's S-A-D-E? Sade? D-E-S-A-D-E. Michaela. Never mind. I was asking you how to say this dude's name.
What is it?
D-E-S-A-D-E. Decide.
D-E-S-A-D-E. Yeah. That's it? C?
But it's D-E and then a little space.
Oh. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, decide. Decide is how I say it. That's how I say it.
You got Albert Einstein. It says the distance between two objects is always relative. Then it says, the Marquise de Sade says, either kill me or take me as I am, because I be damned if I ever change.
That.
Yeah.
Look.
Somebody is saying you keep trying to do the, Lee, somebody is saying you keep trying to do the calculations and trying to figure it out. If you see Albert, he's really trying to figure something out, and it's like, I don't understand why this person won't just take me as I am, because they not. So it seems like you keep trying to make something, you keep trying to make fetch happen. And then it's just not working. Somebody says you need to know when it's time to go move on. It says don't betray yourself in favor of your marriage. Keep your friends close and your family closer. You're about to go through some type of, it looks like a whirlwind. Looks like this. Looks like you're running time forward. It's like you're reclaiming your time. You got Marlene Dietrich. It says once you have forgiven your lover, get them to reheat the sin, just so you can show them this is why I'm moving forward. It doesn't work no matter how many times you're trying to add it, calculate it, you add this times pi or whatever the hell it is, carry the 3, the cosine and tangent of whatever, the shit still don't work, bruh, and I had to fuck on out of here. You got Jonathan Van Ness. Says this sofa has lived its best life, but now it's got to go. There is no such thing as too much of your beautiful face, Henny. It's got to go. It's awesome for you to be out there. Everybody should see you. They should want to see you. But somebody is saying y'all keep forgetting when you've outgrown situations. Hence all these 3s in blank canvases. You redid your whole living room but want to keep the same radio sofa. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Next is Tyra. First card out is Jane Austen. Everybody keeps getting 2 overalls. Tyra, your overall energy was coming from Serge Gainsborough and Henry VIII. You're getting these cards in the reverse. And mind you, I always tell people when the cards come out and they're in the reverse, Better to be standing in the energy of power and figuring out how to try to make it work for you than to be looking for that energy altogether. Okay? So just because they're in the reverse, don't be like, oh my God, that's a cute sweatshirt. Don't be like, oh my God. Just figure out how to make what comes from this work for you. So don't, cards in the reverse. Like I said, y'all know me. I'm not like other readers. So I would never tell you, girl, you standing. I'm not doing that. It's not me. Reverse cards do not mean anything bad. It means you're standing in an energy, pleasure and pain. Then it says, loving a great deal means sacrificing a great number. What is with everybody and it's just the same? It's just the same. Everything's the same. Everybody's the same. What is the same? Or what's going to be, what are you saying? It's like tired of losing pieces, sacrificing things, letting go of whatever. It's all these people. It's like all these people really turned out to be like the people in the back. They said that they were this when they really just turned out to be kind of this Hugh Hefner, just random lovers in the back. I don't understand what you're asking. Tyra, what's your question? You feel like you actually got a question. Because this don't make no sense for me. Because Jane Austen, the message is there are as many forms of love as there are moments in time. You feel like somebody who seems like they outgrew something or somebody too. You got Cleopatra, Sapphiro, and Elizabeth I. Your Cleopatra card says, a queen must lead while a wife might follow, but both are diplomats. Somebody is saying you're looking for a I don't know. You might want to ask me what you're trying to ask me before I end up saying something you don't want on the internet or what that I can't take back off of this video. The Sapphiro card says love is a cunning weaver of fantasies and fables. What is beautiful is good, and who is good will soon be beautiful. Your Elizabeth I card says, I would rather be a beggar and a single than a queen and married. And then it says, have the heart of a man and the body of a woman. I don't know. You keep getting this heart. Relationship seems to be heavy with you. And it could be coming, like I said, relationships all around are the same things. Whether it's business, so you're talking about this, my business, that's all I could think of. I want to grow it more. So it could be the mindset that you have on the business and are growing it. It could be the mindset that you have on the business and are growing it. Oh, something that I figured out the other day, and I wanted to say this. And Tyra, just let me know when you're ready to book a read. Just get in my inbox, I'll figure it out. Most people, and I didn't realize this, but most people's best or strongest relationships are usually their employment. You hear people pride themselves, girl, I've been in my job 5 years, 10 years, I make this, I did this, I moved up from this. They pride themselves mostly on that, and that's because society makes us reduce ourselves down to a dollar sign, and where you get your dollars from is what you do, right? So most people, when you're trying to find a lover or new friends or new places, it has to be harmonious where you work, because that's where you spend majority of your time. So if that relationship, if you get up every day and you hate where you work, you hate what you do, you hate the hours, you hate the people, don't talk to me, just get in and get out. That's how all the relationships come. They come fleeting like that. Feels like nobody ever stays, and they're just memories. You just been married 10 times. You just seen all these wives, or you just got with all these people and nothing ever just really kind of stuck. And the reason for that is it's just because when we're in a business or when we're doing something and we have those kinds of fears, it attracts that in every other area. So it's like 1 month or 2 months straight, the business might be doing good, and then all of a sudden we're on a decline. It's all these other fears that you have that won't let other shit in, because you're still basing your biggest relationship, which is your business, that's your foundation, right? You're basing your biggest relationship and you're still nitpicking at it, saying what's not right, saying what's not this, instead of saying, ooh, we're doing this, let's try to improve on that. I told you all to get out of the habit of saying that you did something wrong. You're not doing it wrong. You tried it this way and then realized, ooh, I didn't like that, but ooh, what if I add this to it? You're just improving. It's not wrong, it's improvement. Get out of telling you yourselves that you failed, or that it was wrong, or that it was off, or that it was whatever. You didn't fail at it. You tried something, it came together like this, and now you want to see what you can do to improve that. Yeah, so stop telling yourself like it could be this or it could be that. Just show, or it should have been, well, if I should have, could have, would have. No. Or what if we're not what if into it. You have a weird poverty conscious thing when it comes to your business. You need to shake a lot of those fears out. After Tara is Vanna. So Vanna. I don't think it's so much as that I don't think it's that everyone is not necessarily your clientele. It's what the Okay. I don't think it's necessarily folks not being your clientele. I think it's it has to do with judgment, and that's on your part, and then it has to do also with it also has to do with confidence. It's like looking at somebody, oh, they wouldn't pay for it, they wouldn't do it, they wouldn't. It's like you don't know what they would do or who they're growing or changing into. So stop trying to judge people based off of how they look or what they seem or what have you, and then try to figure out a different way to communicate what service you do offer. Because sometimes we say things and people just don't understand. They be like, no, I'm not interested in that. But then when they see somebody else with it, and they be like, girl, I told you that I did that, and they be like, oh, is that what you were saying? So sometimes it's just a communication barrier as well. Next on the list was Vanna. You've got Leah Dunham and then George Clooney as your overall. Lena says, everyone forgets you except you. And it says, don't be afraid of standing on the shoulders of your parents. It's like part of you is telling a lie. So you got Ricky Martin. The crowd can go wild, but love is something that only your secret heart can know. You got love is a cunning weaver of fantasies and fables. What is beautiful is good, and who is good will soon be beautiful. Somebody is saying, be honest with the folks around you. See what beauty comes from that, Vanna. If you're having a hard time, that's why I asked y'all to tell people not only what it is you're going through, but to be honest, really build something. So that way, when you feel like you're at your lowest, and they be like, girl, you are one of the smartest people on your list. That's why I told y'all to make those lists, because people will have to remind you of what's on them. Girl, you are one of the most talented people I know. Girl, you can make, I have seen you pull out of like those kinds of things. So it's doing that. Too blessed. Too Blessed got Serge Gainsborough and Edward VIII. You got One Night Can Follow You for the Rest of Your Life. And then it says, make your own kingdom and choose your own family. It says, to love you must ignore the difference between pleasure and pain. Because sometimes the things we love the most, we hold on to them too tight, and they end up hurting us in the end, because we were trying to hold on to something that wasn't given what we were given back. You got Gala Dali, Emily Bronte, and Sigmund Freud. Galadali says, it's being in the shadow that emits the most light. Somebody is saying now is the time to kind of break out. You're leaving something, someplace, someone. Looks like you running. Like, literally through an open field. That's funny. I was about to say through an open field and she's standing in one. Towards something else. Emily Bronte says, hearts can be broken, but souls should be shared. Love is like the wild rose, rare friendship like the holly tree, but which will bloom more constantly. Feels like you're caught between two people. It's like you're in a I don't know. It feels like you're caught between two people. Like you're in the midst of like, if it was, do I hold on to this relationship or do I take this new job opportunity? Do I hold on to this guy or am I, rolling with this person who's been showing me something new? Am I, taking a chance on trying somebody new, being something new, doing something new? But you feel like you're caught between should I stay or should I go? It feels like a tug of war with you. You've got Sigmund Freud. And it says, the behavior of a human in sexual matters is often the prototype for the whole of his life. Whole being WHOLE, meaning complete. And then it says pure masculinity or femininity is not to be found. So it feels like you got something or someone showing you different pieces of yourself, gotten you, allowing you to feel different, be different, learn different, something different. But you feel like you're in a pool between two. So it's like, I just got into this relationship, but I just got offered a job, 500 miles away. I don't know what it is, but you feel like you're in a tug of war between two somethings. Tia, I did yours already. Thank you. Tia, I did yours already. You're somewhere in the beginning of this video. I'm not doing Nay. I just read for Nay on Sunday. Hey, Jalen.
Hey, Jalen.
My son says, hey, you all. Nisha got Safaro. I'll pull for Jalen and then I guess I'll run to the store so I can make dinner for my family. If you notice, everybody seems to be standing a lot in the same energy. That's what I keep trying to tell you all. Everybody's feeling the same things. It just hits you different. So collectively, we're learning how to get out of them differently. If I pull cards for myself, my shit would probably say the same things as y'all just. I promise. Nisha, you got Britney Spears and Laverne Cox for your as your overall for the read. Britney Spears says, when gambling with love, hedge your bets. Then it says, take the risk of getting hurt because being in love can be toxic, but the high is amazing. Lastly, it says, trust your family to take care of you when you can't. Nisha, you're still learning and building on what family is. They're giving you Laverne Cox in the reverse. Somebody says you're not carrying the full Laverne Cox confidence right now. But it says no one is going to have pleasure on your behalf. Go out and claim yours now. Let them love you for who you really are. Embrace those closest to you so your warmth and power make them strong like you. Nisha, you keep trying to bring on. I know that I go on a rant every single time every time Nisha's name come up. Hey, Sheikah. I know I go on a rant every single time Nisha comes on, but I think it's because people look at Nisha and they don't see that she has all this confidence. Or maybe it's because I see Nisha look at Nisha and she doesn't realize she has all this confidence. But Nisha keep trying to put on a bunch of weak bitches. I don't care how none of y'all take that shit. I know all of y'all know me. Y'all take it, get it how you live, man. But Nisha keep trying to put on a bunch of weak bitches. Like, when I say that, I mean that emotionally, bro. Like, dead ass. I mean that full on emotionally. You keep trying to give them something or show them something that they don't understand. And since they don't understand it, they don't understand how shit balance and checks and balances. They don't understand that. They won't look at everything that you've done for them as opposed to what they're doing for you, and then seeing the shit's just coming back around full circle. I have been getting you the last couple months. You've got me these last few months, you know, here. But it's checks and balances. For some reason, they'll weigh out, well, hell, it's been like 2 months I've been doing stuff for you, but it was 6 months ago that I was doing shit for you for 6 months straight. The 2 months, and you want to be acknowledged for that. I didn't think that we were tit for tat in this friendship. I just thought that we were there for each other. You keep trying to give love and hug and warmth and embrace to motherfuckers who don't understand what the meaning of being family is. Let your family take care of you when you can, but if these motherfuckers ain't as warm as you, I don't want to cuddle up in a wet, cold blanket. Bitch, I had my own. Fuck. No. Yes, I'm cussing. I cuss every single time it gets to Nisha because I get angry. So that's just kind of what it is.
Y'all are angry her.
My daughter says y'all are angry in her. Zaire's still saying, hey, you all.
What's up?
He said, what's up? But yeah, Nisha, stop trying to put on weak motherfuckers. They don't get it. They don't get what it is to be bad. Like, they walk around and they're Cardi B bad. She's insecure bad. Jada Pinkett Smith is insecure bad. I want to be like Megan Thee Stallion. That's insecure bad. And the reason that I say Meg is insecure is because when you see her talking, you see more ass than class when dealing with Megan. You don't hear her talking about what businesses she's opening. You really have to sit her down to get that. In her music, she's not promoting queenships or anything like that. She's telling you to own your sexuality and how to ride a nigga's face. That's it. So no, to me, that's insecurities. She has power in sexuality. Women are more than fucking sex. So if she could turn around and face the camera so we don't have to keep seeing her look over her shoulder with that shit, I'm cool with it. I done seen, once you seen one ass, you seen them all. They all look the same. Either they bigger or they smaller, and that's it. I don't want to keep seeing yours in order to hear what you talking about. And to be honest, you ain't talking about nothing but sex. Everybody has it. Hell, I got 3 kids. I done had some sex. I don't want to keep hearing about your experiences, especially when all of them seem to be the same. He gotta have money. He gotta have this. He gotta have, shut the fuck up. They don't really know what it means to be bad. So why it says the badder that you are, the better it is. Nisha, you are really bad. You know why? Because these motherfuckers still need you. They need you to build them up. They need you to get them in. They need you to give them a this. They need you to buy them a that. They need you to tell them a this. They need to come over and eat. They need to get their hair done. They need to learn how to get in good with this person. This person is doing this. They need all the time. The problem is that you keep giving to those who can't give it back, and then the ones who are, that checks and balances doesn't waver out. You need to figure that out, Niche. You got love is a cunning weaver of fantasies and fables. That's you not knowing exactly who and what family is. That's the feebles and the fables. People saying that I love you and I got your back, and then you can't really count on them to actually have your back. You got George Clooney. Says once you share your personal life, it's not personal. Y'all need to stop being worried about who said what and how. It don't fucking matter, because the second that you told it to somebody, you know that they told it to somebody. Just like when somebody told you something, you told that shit to somebody. So if it's gonna be personal, let it be personal. And or have it with motherfuckers that you really know is family, and they know that it would hurt you, so they wouldn't be as careless. They wouldn't offer you a fucking wet cold blanket to wrap up in. They know how to help you, take care of you when you can't. So they're not out there spreading your business and telling it to the world and knocking you down. Well, I had to this, and this, and you know, she had to blah, blah, blah. Who the fuck cares? We're supposed to be friends. A sisterhood. That's my sis. That's my whatever y'all be calling each other. That's why I tell y'all, a lot of y'all think y'all got friends. Y'all niggas be having homegirls. It's a bitch you know from around the way. Y'all kick it, might throw back a couple shots. Y'all kick it, you know, you need people in your birthday party pictures or whatever. Some of them bitches be homegirls. They not friends, bruh. The better you are, the better it is. It says you have to be strong to let yourself be weak. You got Rihanna in the reverse too. Like you got Laverne Cox. These two are probably the most strong people. Rihanna did not give a fuck when everybody was on the internet talking about her weight. She done got this, she done got this, bitch, and I did. Because when you met me, I was 17 and I probably had the body of a 17-year-old. And now I'm working on my 30s and bitch, I done filled out. So yes, I grew up. You know what I mean? Puberty kicked in for Rihanna and her body filled out to what a woman's body looks like. Fuck out of here. She wasn't on there, oh my God, I'm so insecure. Stop talking about. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Laverne Cox shows her ass everywhere she goes. And when I say shows her ass, I mean her whole personality. She is loud and gorgeous and funny. Nisha, that's you 100 times over. I just need you to start giving you to the right fucking people, because these other people is about to piss me off. That's coming from your family, Nisha. You have a lot of people pissed. Keep saying she's not getting it. Y'all keep getting the same little cards out. George Clooney for Jalen. George Clooney for Jalen. Somebody says, if you commit the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. Some of y'all got a habit of talking too motherfucking much and then wondering why shit don't stick, because you told people who was trying their best to get it the fuck gone from you. As quick as you manifest something, somebody is ready to snatch that shit. Y'all need to learn how to shut up. I'm sorry. Your overall energy, Jalen, was... Ernest Hemingway says, don't allow tourists into your own private Paris. To love someone and to mean it is a rare and valuable thing. Somebody says you only halfway know what that is. You keep allowing people who don't. It's like, why did I even invite you to my party? I already knew you was just gonna tear it up. Then why keep fucking inviting? Well, that's my cousin. He should be on the VIP list. You know what I'm saying? We've been down. It's always been my favorite cousin, but she drank too much and then she get the fighting and she always said, bitch, you can't come. It's a classy event, my nigga. I dressed up for this. Stop learning to try to just be loyal to motherfuckers who just can't handle it. You got Marlene Dietrich. It says, it's the friends you call after hours that matter. Dress yourself not for a lover or an occasion, but just for yourself. It says, once you have forgiven a lover, allow them to reheat the sin. When I say lover, you know, that's friends, family, romantic partners, whatever. Once they've showed you who they are, give them a chance to show you that they've atoned themselves. Put them back in the fire. Do some shit to see if they really showed you atonement. It's okay to test somebody once they know they're being tested. You know how? Because you've already told them that's behavior that you don't like. So yes, I set you up to see if you were gonna go for the strike or intentionally get a gutter ball, because you know I don't like to be knocked down that way. You got George Clooney. Oh, I said that if you commit the perfect heist, then don't go running about it. You got be the flame, not the moth. So what you're calling into you, make sure that it's coming to you, not you going to it. Hugh Hefner, that's with folks. All the people, places, things that you're calling in. Long-term relationships are great. Have as many of them as you can. Y'all be afraid to experience shit. Life, people. It's not being a hoe. Even if you are sleeping with all these people, it's a mutual understanding that you have. But you could be dating and not be a hoe. But everything you do and everything you see and everything you know don't have to be told either. Sheikah is last. I can't believe they just made me do everybody with this one deck. It's funny. Sheikah's last, and then I'm out of here to get my the rest of my stuff, supplies for dinner. Yep, Sheikah got Hugh Hefner, Serge Gainsborough. We've seen him before. Everybody seems to be swimming in the same energy. Small insecurities for the same things. Henry VIII, seen him before. Yoko Ono and Pablo Picasso. These two are new. These are for Sheikah. Sheikah, you're a creative. That's how you feel. You keep saying no, but yes, you are. You're a huge creative. For some reason, you just don't know what it is that you create. Begin all affairs with good intentions. Make seduction the greatest work of art. Yes is always the answer. Love is performance art that takes place among the clouds. Love is not a dream. You can remember it if you want to. Somebody keeps saying you forgot what makes you feel like you. You got these two in the reverse. You forgot what makes you feel like you. You are a creative, a heavy creative. They keep saying you kind of lose yourself in people. The second that, you know, you get into something, it kind of confuddles your head. So it's almost like you're not thinking for yourself. It's weird. It's kind of like you get lost and then you're trying on a bunch of different faces, kind of trying to fit in, trying to let go of old people in the past to make sure that you're not seeing them in the... Usually it's for self. Sometimes it hurts you to walk away from certain people and places and things. It's not always sacrificing for the other person. It hurts you to let go. Somebody is saying you need to figure out how you create. You're a creative. Figure out what you want to put out there. Color orange should be hitting you heavy. Boom, orange, boom, orange, boom, orange. Lots of orange hair here too. It's where your foundation is. Creativity is where everybody needs to be standing. That's a love too. That's a big love too. Okay? I had to go because I got to get dinner going. Because I still have errands to run for the day. But hopefully you made it through the first part of the video. I know I had technical difficulties like always. And then hopefully if not, you heard your message on the second part of the video. I will be live tomorrow for Wine and Win Wednesdays. I will probably try to do that in this. I'll have to tag it. I think it's Louisville Healing House or Louisville Healers or some holistic. I can't think of what the name of it is. I'm terrible with it. But I will tag it and I will be probably in there tomorrow for Wine and Win Wednesdays. Other than that, it is always okay to love somebody as long as blah, blah, blah. It is okay to love as many people as you want as long as one of them is you. And other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow.